What's up, you guys? Today we're going to be looking at Tori Trades, one of the biggest influencers in the space, and definitely the biggest female influencer in the space. She's been a little bit in trouble lately.
Really, I think for the viewers and stuff, we need to tell them like this isn't calling anyone out. It's just our opinion. We want to see those red flags or those green flags, you know?
So there's this creator called Market Mommy. I
That's a
can't,
sick
I
name,
can't
bro.
take that seriously.
So I gotta admit, this has got to be one of the worst trades I've seen an influencer take so far. Multiple weeks with a six-figure drawdown, and the max drawdown being more than 50% of your account balance is pretty severe. That's not like a small thing. And
Yeah.
so I simulated this trade so that you guys can just see it for yourself. I don't think a lot of people noticed how much drawdown this trade was in, but I'll play for you guys and you guys can.
Okay, anyway, so she actually took the time to actually look at the trade, and Tori Trades didn't say anything about this, right? She only later made an apology video on this, which we'll look at in a little bit. But basically, like, okay, so basically, I think she drew her trend line. It was not supposed to break the trend line. But yeah, it just went like, look at where it went, and she kept on holding it. Yeah, that's how bad the trade was.
Where's the stop loss?
There is no stop loss, bro. She was ready to blow the whole account or make some bank, bro.
Yeah, that's a big
That's a big no-no, especially when you're a teacher, right?
10 years, no stop loss.
Oh yeah, 10
50%
years. She's been
drawdown
trading for 10 years, yeah.
is not a good look.
And okay, eventually it goes into profit and she takes it out with like 100K or whatever. So let's see what she has to say in the end.
She followed, I didn't watch the breakdown of this trade, but if she followed her technique perfectly or whatever, this is not a sustainable way to trade. So if you trade like this, you're going to blow your account. But when people have big account balances and they have a lot of money coming in from affiliate marketing and courses and discords and whatever the accelerator course and sponsorships, as you see, she has the ghost and the water in her video.
Okay, anyway, so her point is like she's getting so much money from courses and stuff that she doesn't even care. So after this went viral, obviously Tori Trades like did her reaction video.
So I royally effed up, royally messed up. Like in all 10 years of trading, this is my biggest lapse in judgment, worst decision. I mean, this is gonna be fun to talk about. It's not gonna make me look great, and it is what it is. Since I have set the theme and set the tone for transparency, I have removed myself of the luxury of getting to pick and choose what trades I get to talk about. So what did I do? I went on tilt. I'm human. It sucks. It was a shitty trade. It was a really crummy trade. I'll give you guys a lowdown on how it went.
Like, I think we've all been through this. We all make like a mistake sometimes. You get carried away with some trade and, you know.
Yeah, that's fair point.
You know, we can't be hating, man. We all made this mistake.
10 years, yeah. And then she's put one line up, one line down, one line across. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't seem... It just seems a bit weird.
That's the common knock on her. Now that you've kind of like watched that, what do you think of her explanation, bro?
Honestly, like, I don't know. Right, we need to watch more of the video, but for 10 years, I don't know how big her account is. I can't actually see. So she should know she should be risking 1%, you know what I mean, or less. You know what I mean? She's got no stop loss, meaning she's risking 100% of her account. That is not good. Obviously,
yeah,
that's
I mean, like the whole thing, like, okay, I saw a podcast and I went for this trade. Like, this red thing was I mean, she shorted it basically because she thought that this trend wouldn't break, this trend line. And then once it broke, like, when do you get out?
Like, where's the stop loss, bro?
I mean, no, yeah, like you should, okay, it's a breakout. Now I should get out, right? But she didn't. She just let it run and run. This could have easily blown her account for sure.
Yeah.
But let's see what she has to say.
Leverage, 40 contracts. We're up, we're in drawdown, we're up, we're in drawdown, we're up. We get the break. We get the break here. I should have just taken my $35,000 loss. That was my anticipated risk for this trade. That would have been one of my biggest losses because I was in a 40 contract trade, but it still would have been within my risk parameters. This was according to the strategy. It was a scenario where it didn't work out and I should have closed my trade. I just didn't. I was so convinced. I did everything. I did everything to convince myself that this trade was going to work out and I needed to stay in. So I marked up this key level. It got to it before, fell off. It got to it before, fell off. If it can get to it and fall off again, then I'm good. I'm safe. And it was a great decision to remove my stop. Got to it and started falling off. 4 hours after 4 hours after 4 hours after 4 hours after 4 hours. I felt like my ego was so boosted. Even though I was in drawdown, I was like, oh, okay, I was a little early, but this is the one. It solidified already my thinking of, okay, let's remove the stop, let's break.
Years, she doesn't realize it's not one trade, it's a series of trades that you're going to be up overall. So that's what I'm not getting. You got 10 years, but you put it all on one trade on a series of trades.
This seems like a very beginner mistake indeed.
It's like
at some point you got to realize this is not the way to do things. By seeing one podcast, like, get out there and just Hail Mary the account and kind of no stop loss.
Yeah,
and maybe she has too much money, man. Like, she's prepared to lose like 250K. Maybe.
I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. Oh, it's like, but that's a very beginner thing to do after 10 years and you're a mentor and you got your own channel and all that stuff. Like, it's a bit weird.
And it made me feel like it just gave confirmation to the bad decision. That's all there is to it. I thought this was it. I just got in a little bit early. Now it's rolling over. It didn't. I froze. When it got up here, I froze. It was excruciating things to do ever. I don't get to hide this. I don't get to just go in a room and lock myself and maybe one day pretend like this trade never happened. I've got so many eyes on me. So was I going through an identity crisis? Sure, yeah. I'm like, wow, all the haters are finally going to get what they've all asked for. They've all just been praying for my downfall, and they finally got it. Way to go. They win. I thought that was what was going to happen. It kept going higher, higher and higher and higher. 3 weeks later of excruciating drawdown, price fell, I closed my position. I made 90.
You know, to be real, like, I get it, bro. Like, we're not hating on her to make a mistake or something, right? Like, you know, mistakes are human and stuff, and you can get carried away. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. It's like a really bad thing that happened to her. I guess, like, her students can learn as well from her mistake. But, I mean, she's charging, like, 1,500, and it seems like she's not really there kind of with her trading. This strategy, by the way, look, the reason I'm not hating, but like, this strategy can be learned for free, guys. You can learn trend lines for free. Like, did you pay for it to learn trend lines? I didn't.
I mean, for trend lines, holy shit.
Actually, like, my friend, like, we just kind of took like one afternoon off. This was like when I started, way in the beginning. This was one of the first things I learned. And we just took one and we just started practicing trend lines one afternoon. And I was like, yeah, man, I think we get it. I think we got it. You know, I think we understand trend lines now, like in one afternoon. And we learned it for free online. That's it, bro. Like, you know, so for her to charge so much money, and the most important thing then becomes like, you know, being strict with your stop loss, being strict with your risk management, and all of that stuff. If that's not in place, then what are you really learning from her? You know, like trend lines, that strategy is not what you should be learning from her, because the strategy is super basic. But this is what you should be learning from her, the risk management side.
What I don't get is when she's saying, "Oh, all the haters are they're going to prove me, prove me right. You know, I can't trade." You know, when she was just speaking there, but she's got 10 years. She's got obviously back tested loads of fucking trades. She knows her strategy works. She's got 500K. I don't know what she's on about there. Like, you're a profitable trader. It doesn't matter. That was a weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking into too deeply. But
$20,000. Not something to be proud of. I broke every rule in the book. The setup was great. It was a 3 touch point trend line break. I created a high risk scenario by going in way too heavy in position size and made every mistake that I possibly could. Way too heavy in position. This wasn't part of the plan to remove the stop. I broke my rules and I didn't cut my loss. It was an awful trade. It sucked. Does this mean I'm a bad trader? No. It means I'm human. It means I get my one pass going on tilt. And I hope that you can learn from this and see this. I don't know how. I'm never going to be able to articulate how painful that was, that drawdown. The best way that I can explain is that I truly think the amount of stress that I went through in that trade took years off of my life. So I hope you can learn from this. I've learned a lot from this. But I will say, some of you guys are going to see this trade, especially the people that just continue to pray for my downfall, continue to say that I'm a fake trader and just can't fathom that I'm truly, placing the trades that I'm placing. And those people, I have come to find, truly are able to capitalize anytime that they mention my name. So that just solidifies.
And this like makes it so that we can't react to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
yeah. So we
Yeah.
can make a video on this now because she has made us feel so bad for being haters, right? And now we're gonna get all the white knights in the comment section
always simps in the
being
comments.
mad at us, right?
Yeah.
All right, this is just like a good learning lesson for everybody to not do this. Just stick to your stop loss and trade your strategy and don't deviate, because something bad like this could happen, right? If you're like an actual mentor, like you should have your stuff together, man, before you become a mentor, you know?
Yeah. I mean, looking at this video, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, she's a scammer, because obviously not. It's just general mistake, fucked up, like really fucked up. Like 100% of your account balance fucked up. But apart from that, yeah, I guess it's just a mistake, this one. No proper red flags so far for me.
To me that I'm doing something right. I'm making some sort of an impact. I'm making people very uncomfortable. Every time these people mention my name on social media, they get their 7 minutes in heaven. They get their 1 moment of fame. They get the most views and the most engagement they've ever had simply because they're talking about me. And it's very funny to see how the narrative flips, where people have dedicated hours of their life, probably weeks of their life, to try and prove that I am a fake trader. And now they may flip the narrative and say, you know what, forget everything I said before. Tori's not fake, but she's just an awful trader.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of guts to like come out and say all this stuff. And I've noticed as well, man, like people hate on me as well, even though like I'm not doing almost anything. But every time there's like some, like even on the thing where I say like, okay, there's two ways of trading. I do both, like scalping and sort of day trading, swing trading. And then people will be like, oh, I'll just stick to like swing trading. I don't care about your scalping. I'm just like trying to help people with, something that I'm doing. And then people will still like hate on it. I'm not like selling. So like, I get it. Like haters suck in that sense. And, it is difficult when you make a mistake, then everybody's kind of like, you messed up. And then you feel even worse about your loss or something. So I do get her.
She's on a scale, you know what I mean? A lot of eyes are on her. So I get it. That's probably a different type of psychology on that. YOLO in it. Yeah.
So you said like, okay, move that aside. You said, let's look at our oldest video, $26. How the times have changed, bro. Dang, bro, like how to handle a 3K loss.
If you got a video on like a strategy, like her teaching something, you know what I mean? Her like saying, this is how you do it. That's what we need to see. Or like, this is like my actual result.
Okay, so she's doing some kind of live trading here, I think. The Apex eval. So this is like, yeah, it's just trend lines, guys. Yeah, it worked. It worked. The trend line worked, bro. Breakout.
There you go.
Yeah, man. So I mean, she's proving that it kind of works live as well. Know what I mean?
No, nearly 4 hours at a chart is a bit much, though. If that's her strategy, go for it. Fuck that. It's too long.
4 hours at the chart, yeah.
It's too long. But yeah, fair enough. That's good that she's like recording opinion. We're not saying she's shit. We're not saying she's a scammer. We're just looking at her videos and be like, right.
Yeah, I mean the trend lines work. Do you
like they're working? Like, I'm telling right here, she's doing good right here.
Yeah, but like, do you need to pay? If you want to pay her to support her, maybe you'll learn from her for free, and you want to give her the $1,000. Sure, bro.
Yeah, it's not worth $1,000, sorry.
I don't know, like trend lines. I can teach you that for free. Like, we can do one video where we literally show it for free.
She's all right. Yeah, I'm not gonna, because we can't do these videos and be like, this, and this, until we have some solid evidence. I think she's fine, but I just wouldn't pay.
No.
The trend lines. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe you want to be with her in a group and kind of listen to her analyze the trades with you and see what she's taking and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's good. She's good.
All right.
For now. For now, bro.
For now, until she gets caught.